T-minus 3, 2, 1, 0, ignition.
If you happen to be an avid follower of all things science, innovation, the future, and other worlds, or even if you're just a Twitter user, you're bound to have heard of Elon Musk, a business tycoon, industrial designer, and engineer. He's the founder, CEO, CTO, and chief designer of SpaceX, an American aerospace and space transportation company, and arguably one of the richest men in the world and even Mars. In this video, we'll talk all about the backstory and history behind how SpaceX came into being from the ground up. So let's get started. Elon Reeves Musk was born on June 28, 1971 in Pretoria, one of the three capital cities of South Africa, which is also home to all of the foreign embassies in the country. When he was just 9 years of age, Musk and his younger brother Kimball decided to go live with their father after their parents separated. It wasn't until after the move was made that Musk's notoriously troubled relationship with his dad began to emerge. In 1983, at the age of 12, Musk created his own game called Blastar, and if that wasn't cool enough, he sold it to a computer magazine for $500. What a time for tiny Musk to be earning so much money. He later described it as a trivial game, but better than Flappy Bird, which shows that Musk's glimmering confidence has been around since his childhood days. However, Musk's school wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. He was once hospitalized after getting beaten up by bullies. A bright mind like Musk's had to suffer through the ordeals of school too. After graduating from high school, Musk moved to Canada with his mother May, his sister Tosca, and his brother Kimball, and spent 2 years studying at Queen's University in Kingston, Ontario. However, he decided to finish his studies at the University of Pennsylvania, earning degrees in physics and economics. While studying at the University of Pennsylvania, Musk rented out a 10-bedroom frat house with one of his classmates, Adeo Resi, and turned it into a nightclub. One of his first entrepreneurial experiments, this venture was a high success, and Musk's confidence was riding at an all-time high as well. After graduation, Musk enrolled in Stanford University to study for his PhD, but he gave up on his admission after only 2 days in California, deciding to test his luck out in the waters of Silicon Valley. With his brother, Musk launched Zip2 with the help of a few investors, a venture that provided city travel guides to newspapers like the New York Times and Chicago Tribune. While Zip2 was preparing to take flight, Musk literally lived in the office and showered at a local YMCA. That's right, even people like Elon Musk have periods of their life where life is not easy. But the hard work paid off when Compaq bought Zip2 in a deal worth $341 million in cash and stock, earning Musk $22 million. He never returned to finish his studies at Stanford. Musk continued to spread his wings into the business field with X.com, an online banking company. He launched the company in 1999 using $10 million of the money he got from the Zip2 sale. About a year later, X.com merged with Confinity, a financial startup co-founded by Peter Thiel, to form PayPal. However, while Musk was en route to Australia for a much-needed vacation, PayPal's board fired him and made Thiel the new CEO. What a shocker. That's the problem with vacations, Musk went on to tell Fortune years later about his doomed trip in late 2000. But things seem to be looking up for Musk after this minor setback. When eBay bought PayPal in late 2002, he netted $165 million of the $1.5 billion price eBay paid, as the company's single biggest shareholder. Even before PayPal was sold, Musk was dreaming up his next big move, and it wasn't world domination. Oh no. The plan was truly wild and had ideas you'd only read about in science fiction novels or even see in movies. Among other crazy innovations, there were plans including a wild idea to send mice or plants to Mars. In early 2002, Musk founded the company that would be known as Space Exploration Technologies, or SpaceX, with $100 million of the money received from the PayPal sale. Musk's goal was to make spaceflight cheaper by a factor of 10, and he poured every last bit of his energy and money into this investment of a lifetime. With a plan of building rockets from scratch, Musk now needed experts in rocket science to make his technology-charged dream a reality. He recruited Tom Mueller, one of the world's leading spacecraft propulsion experts, and Gwen Shotwell, a mechanical engineer and an expert in space research and development. On May 6, 2002, SpaceX was officially launched with its headquarters in California. Musk invested over $100 million in SpaceX, even though he was scared of everyone telling him he might not be able to make it last and might end up losing all his money. In hindsight, this investment was honestly worth every single cent in the long run, as the world later came to witness the glory and reach that SpaceX had amassed. SpaceX was unlike anything the world had seen, and Musk was a man determined to prove everyone around him wrong. An early space test vehicle was named after the song Puff the Magic Dragon. The name of the spacecraft, the Dragon, was Musk's jab at skeptics who told him SpaceX would never be able to put vehicles into space. Years from then, not only did SpaceX do all of that, it also made Musk one of the most powerful men on Earth and perhaps even beyond. SpaceX's long-term goal then was to make colonizing Mars affordable. Around Christmas 2008, Musk got two pieces of good news. SpaceX had landed a $1.5 billion contract with NASA to deliver supplies into space. For a private space development company to achieve these numbers in such a short span of time meant that there was certainly something grand about the entire idea. Now NASA was ready to listen to Musk too. Musk was and still is a real-life Tony Stark, a character that was actually revealed to have been modeled after seeking inspiration from Musk, and the Muse also ended up making a cameo in the subsequent film. By the end of 2015, SpaceX had made 24 launches on assignments like resupplying the International Space Station, creating lots of records, and earning numerous accolades along the way. In 2016, the SpaceX Falcon 9 made the first successful ocean landing of a reusable orbital rocket. Nicknamed the Falcon Heavy, this successor to the Falcon 9 and arguably the most powerful rocket SpaceX has built to date, completed its show-stopping maiden launch in February 2018. The Falcon Heavy carried some extremely unique Lucky Charms, a dummy dubbed Starman, and Musk's personal cherry red Tesla Roadster, which were launched toward the Martian orbit. SpaceX later partnered with NASA to complete its first launch of astronauts into space, and then completed its first operational human spaceflight by sending 4 astronauts to the International Space Station for a 6-month stay. It's like we're seeing movies being turned into reality itself instead of the other way around. Now well beyond a regular billionaire, Elon Musk and SpaceX have together, hand in hand, reportedly completed an $850 million fundraising round late February 2021, a venture that opens new horizons into outer space for Musk and his crew back at SpaceX. As the company looks to raise capital for its ambitious Starlink and Starship projects, news has broken out through sources from CNBC that the private space exploration company will now have a net worth of around $74 billion. Is this real life? Or just a fantasy? Can we please have some of that cash, Mr. Musk? Although SpaceX has yet to officially confirm this statement with its repertoire and predetermined records, we're confident that this isn't the end of the company's glory, and maybe this net worth might just multiply twofold 2 months from now. Who knows, really? Elon Musk has proven that there's nothing that can hold back true genius and true determination. And despite all the highs and lows in his own personal life, Musk has managed to let SpaceX thrive against all odds, with teams chock full of talented individuals who believe in SpaceX's cause for making space travels more accessible in the near future. It seems no boundaries can hold back SpaceX, which means the universe is probably not out of its reach. That's a wrap for the incredible journey of SpaceX. What do you think about Elon Musk's underdog story? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.